If you know me, you know that I am crazy about Christmas. I love all of it. The music, the movies, lights, food, smells, decorations, and special traditions. I love the secular fun stuff, Rudolph and parades and Santa and all of that. But most of all, I love the meaning, the heart of Christmas, which is the good news. I would say the greatest news that the angels shared with lowly shepherds on a hillside on that first Christmas. Do not be afraid, for see, I am bringing you good news of great joy for all the people. To you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, who is the Messiah, the Lord. You will find a child wrapped in bands of cloth, lying in a manger. For me, that angelic message is the greatest news, which leads to the greatest joy the world will ever know. The news that God has chosen to come to earth and inhabit our world, to take on our flesh and blood, to live among us as one of us. God has moved into the neighborhood, as Eugene Peterson puts it in the message, and in doing so, has made holy, sacred, blessed our ordinary lives. God has chosen to inhabit this world in all of its glory and beauty, in all of its mess and brokenness. And that coming of God to us in a tiny, vulnerable baby, living among us and even in us, changes everything. It is our hope. It is our salvation. It is our transformation. While I love Christmas, the things I love most are the things that point me to that good news and that joy. The things I cherish most at Christmas are the things that remind me of this incredible life and world-changing gift of love in Jesus. Which is why it was hard for me to choose from all of my many Christmas mementos just one sacred thing to share with you. But despite the difficulty of that challenge, I have chosen this. It is a Christmas ornament that I always place at the very top of my Christmas tree with all of my other most treasured ornaments. It is a hand-painted glass nativity scene that was given to me in 2004 by members of the church that I was serving at the time. I chose it first and foremost because it speaks to the greatest news of the gift of love and grace to me and to the world in the babe born in Bethlehem. That's why it is always in a prominent place on my tree. But I also chose it because it speaks to the ways that the love of God that came down at Christmas becomes real in us as we seek to love one another as God intends. So whenever I look at this ornament, like so many other ornaments that adorn my tree, I'm reminded of the gift of that loving relationship that I've shared with so many, and the ways that love has blessed me and my love for them has blessed them. The couple that gifted this ornament to me remain near and dear to my heart, and I'm so grateful to God for the relationship we have shared over the years. Finally, I also chose this ornament because it's been through some things. In fact, it survived the great Christmas tree fall of 2006. Yep, I remember waking up one morning to find my 11-foot Christmas tree lying in a heap across the family room. It was not a pretty sight. I was heartbroken thinking of how many cherished ornaments might have been destroyed. But this one, though broken, was fixable. A little hot glue, and it has continued to grace our tree with its message of good news and great joy. And there is something deeply biblical and theological about that. The good news of great joy comes into a world where things are still broken, messy, not as God intends, to be sure. There's nothing perfect about the Christmas story. Our world is not perfect. Our Christmas will never be perfect. we remain broken and fragile humans. But Christ's coming means that mending is possible, healing is possible, hope is possible. Being broken isn't the end of the story. It simply provides places for light and grace, the grace of Jesus, to shine through. In Jesus, mending, healing is always possible, and we keep living and loving, even if we show the scars, the signs of the breakage. As you unpack your Christmas decor, as you hang ornaments on your tree or engage in whatever your Advent and Christmas traditions are, I hope you will allow them to point you towards the good news of great joy that is the miracle of this season. It is the greatest news we will ever know.